How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Today is Friday, the 14th of June, 2024. Just doing a real estate tap in with you for today. So it looks like interest rates have come down. After that report of the inflation seems to have settled down the interest rates for home buyers. So we should see somewhat of an uptick in demand with the rates coming down. They're still, obviously higher than they once were pre-pandemic, and they're around 2 and 3%. But actually, a 7% mortgage rate is kind of a, right about average when you look at a historical information. If you take like 50 or 100 years, interest rates in the sevens, it's kind of, where things normally are. But because of the environment that we're coming out of, everybody's thinking that that's a high rate, especially with the price of homes going up. But so I guess that's somewhat of good news. And then the other thing I wanted to discuss is, a lot of times we talk about creating notes and buying and selling of notes. And one of the reasons why right now, is a good time is because of the pending recession. And I say that because if you know how to create notes on your property, when a recession comes, what happens is that banks don't lend. Banks don't lend. People don't buy, as many houses, and as many houses don't sell. And then also what comes from a recession, job layoffs. So people have to move out of their homes and potentially rent. And so what you'll see is rents going up during the recession. If you go back, to the GFC, global financial crisis, and you look at how, rents and things went up because, people who were paying $3,000-$4,000, $5,000 to live in a home, and unfortunately may have lost their home. If they went down to a $2,500 or $2,000 a month apartment, that saved them, considerable amount of money, and it drove up the prices on some of those rentals. So, if you're someone that's thinking that a recession is going to hit, you really want to create notes on your property, because that cost is fixed. If you can make it affordable, close to maybe what rents are in your area, maybe within like a $500 window, or as close to what rents are in your area, your property is always going to be deemed valuable, and because that's a fixed cost. So somebody over the next 20-30 years, however long you write the note, that payment is not going to change for them. But over the next 20-30 years, what is rent going to do? Rent rarely will take a deep decline. It's going to steadily continue to go up, because home prices, things like that, and expenses on the property, and then the owners of those particular rental properties, they want to obviously make a good return on their rentals. That's why they buy those particular properties. So because, if you do think, like I said, that a recession is coming and, how long it'll be here, one of the ways to, or one of the strategies is to do the notes, real estate notes, either buying them, selling them, or creating them, especially creating them on maybe properties that you do have, maybe investment properties that you do have, because of the reasons that I said. If you can get somebody locked in, at or about what it rents in your area, somebody is definitely gonna most likely take that. And it's going to be, attractive to other people as well, who may want to take advantage of a recession, thinking that, now is the time to buy because, things are cheaper, things are coming down. You may be able to find yourself a good qualified buyer as well during that particular time, who was just waiting, who didn't want to necessarily spend the money that they had to spend before the recession. So just something to think about. Another reason why we feel notes is a good strategy for now. And we want to get we want to bring people in who maybe want to fund some deals and get a solid return. People who may be looking for property. Maybe we can get you into a seller finance type of situation where it makes sense for you. And this could be anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be in New Jersey where I am. It could be across the country. So something to think about. If you want more information on it, please go to my YouTube channel, Abundant Capital Group. There's videos there, presentations. If you want to respond to this video, let me know. If you have any questions, we'd love to answer them for you. But you should definitely look into real estate notes during this particular time. All right? Take it easy. Have a great weekend, everybody, and be safe.